Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of The Long Dark. We are looking for one final mushroom before we head back to Jeremiah and complete this trapper's quest. It's been a lot of survival skills and I'm not sure if most of them are actually that helpful for survival. Being able to brew mushroom tea? Cool! Pretty nice if you can actually get mushrooms, but they're not everywhere. Which makes it a very specifically useful skill rather than a generally useful skill. Right, we just passed the burnt lookout tower, or sorry, destroyed lookout tower, which is over here. So we're still carrying on in roughly the same direction, which is good for us. We want to make it across to the edge and gradually work our way south past the frozen lake where we did the hunting beforehand. We should probably eat something soon as well. I am hot-footing it as much as possible, just to keep us moving, keep the game progressing quickly. Let's clear some of these older things down and get rid of that last tiny bit of MRE, last tiny bit of crackers. 81% tiny crackers. Possibly the worst chocolate bar ever. I mean, the 15% chocolate bar, you've got to imagine that, like, at that point it's been eaten by rats or something. Drink some of this, and we should be good to go. Yeah, that's much better. We are going to start suffering from fatigue. So obviously the more stuff we put in our belly, the less we're carrying, and the benefits from that are certainly going to start to be felt at some point. Now I think that's actually an impassable rock wall, so we're going to have to start going down this way. I see you, rabbit. Unfortunately, we don't actually have any rocks. Oh, jeez, and with so many of them so close together, we could probably actually just randomly hit one. Oh, hello, you. Not a bad place if you like rabbit. We do still have a frozen rabbit back at the trapper's place. We could cut it up. There's lots of food back there. It's not urgent in any way, shape, or form. In fact, I think there's like a good 5-6 kilograms of fish in the box outside as well from the previous quest, so take from that what you will. Probably fish, actually. That's what I would take from that. Okay, now one of the reasons why I wanted to come up around this way is my thinking was those ones that we've just seen, the freshly cut logs, are probably less likely to have mushrooms growing on them than, for want of a better way of putting it, wild cut, you know, just like regular deadfall stumps. I don't know. It's possible. It's a theory. There's not a great deal of consistency in the game for what it decides is going to have them and what isn't. And we'll try and keep relatively high, but looking down into the valley. If we see any stumps, we can go and investigate, of course, but we don't want to just be casually dropping ourselves down in with no good reason. Although that being like deadly high is a good reason. We don't have any painkillers on us, and I'd hate to be stuck in a situation where we've actually got no way of... Oh jeez, more wind. No way of moving quickly to get back. Alright, now we were starting to get quite wet at the end of the last one as well. Let's bring that up. Yeah, so these are 96% wet. These are starting to get frozen. It feels like -5. We're going to start losing temperature soon, so we do need to make it back to Mackenzie. Sorry, not to Mackenzie, to Jeremiah sooner rather than later. I think on that what we'll do is we'll actually just make a beeline back, and we can always come back out for the last mushroom. Yeah, that snowfall has wet us thoroughly through. And while we've still got some oomph in us, we should try and move quickly. Now, are we going to be lucky and find a mushroom here? We only need one more. It's not like we're looking for 8 of them. I don't think we're going to get lucky though. Not this time. We could actually stop in on one of these houses, seeing as we're passing. See if there's anything worthwhile in here. I don't think we've actually been to these, so I'm a little bit curious as to what we've got. We've got a little outhouse. Well, that's no use. And we've got a little cabin. Is there an option for making a fire in here? Not really. Down vest.
This stuff will come in handy.
Leave that. Don't really want to stay here doing repair stuff. I'll take the cloth though. 4 minutes. Easy enough to break down, and we can repair some stuff with that. Painkillers, good. We just lost our last painkillers. And we could take books and we could make a fire. Let's just search the metal containers and
wonder if this is any good to eat.
Take the cloth. Take the cloth for future repairs, because those will be relatively quick to do. In fact, we'll have a quick look in case there's any rifle cartridges dotted around anywhere. Take the soup as well. Everyone likes soup. If you don't like soup, then I'm not actually sure you're human. Okay, well, let's have a look at the map. Where is that cabin? Is it actually marked? It's probably not. No. But it's somewhere over this area. So we're going to carry on south. Just make sure we've got everything. Yeah. Okay, so we were going this way. Let's keep on moving. Still got one mushroom to go, but getting back is a larger priority now than finding that. Just so that we can warm ourselves up, dry ourselves off, and be ready to go back out. It is very interesting how natural shelter works in the game. I mean, if you stand directly behind these, you can already hear the wind dies down massively when you do that. Yeah, maybe we'll get lucky here, and maybe there'll actually be a mushroom on. There's a mushroom! I see one. Right on the middle. Right. Is this going to be weak ice? Better not be weak ice. If it's weak ice, I'm going to be so annoyed. I see you, mushroom. You are the last mushroom we need. In fact, you know what? We're going to take 2 just to be certain. That'll do. That, as they say, will do. Okay, so we can just move back, get ourselves warmed up, drop these off, and talk to Jeremiah again. What a good day! What a very good day. And not a bad outing at all.
Looks like something is sapping my energy.
Yeah, it could be like just, you know, jogging through the wilderness for as long as we have. It's been a long day, Mackenzie. Considering you're carrying like 38 kilograms of stuff. 28 kilograms of stuff. You've still been out with it for a full day. That is a lot to be carrying for... It must be afternoon now, so 7 hours? I wouldn't want to just do it casually, let's say that. We'll go up and over this, hopefully that will give us our bearings rather than having to go all the way around the south. I think we should be able to just cut across. I'm actually quite glad that we haven't had any wolf attacks this time. I managed to cut the tip of my finger the other day. Not badly, but the thing about fingers is they bleed an incredibly large amount for what's a relatively minor injury. So I've had to wrap it up and it's got a plaster on it, and 24 hours later it sealed itself up. But I would not want to be hammering any keys today. Let's say that. It's not high on my list of things to do. Okay, here we are. There is the house. We've got painkillers, so I don't mind us descending a little bit quickly down here. And man, we are tired. You know, I think I'm even going to grab that rabbit from outside. I think I'll grab the rabbit, we'll cook it up. So we've got just plenty of calories ready for the morning. I wonder how in survival mode learning how to make stuff works. Like, do you just instantly start with the knowledge, or do you need to find books and things? Right, so we will take...
I need to drop something.
Ah, 2 rabbits. Okay, that's unexpected. I'll take both of them. Don't need to drop anything, Mackenzie. Stop being tired. Right, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we've only got... We need 1 more of those. Take all the cloth back. So yeah, we need 1 more. That is frustrating. So, is there any more old man's beard up here? Has it regrown? I could have sworn we had enough. Maybe it didn't pick one of them up. I mean, the difficulty is, at one point my cat was walking directly over the keys while we were harvesting, and I was a little bit worried that maybe it hadn't grabbed it. Okay, well, we'll have a little look up this way, and if we can just grab a little quick one before heading in, we'll do that. I don't remember seeing any as we came in from over that direction. So it'll be worth a while checking here.
I'm so tired.
Stick with it, Mackenzie. Not got far to go. We're just going to have a look up here. And then we'll be in the warm, and then you can, like, thaw yourself out, and it'll be fine. Fine, I tell you. It'll be totally fine. We just need 1 more bit of old man. And in any other situation, that would be a really strange thing to say. Like the others, though, it's not massively common by the looks of it. I really don't want to have to do another huge run out. I'd rather just get it ticked off now. If we can, that would be great. Maybe down in the slightly sheltered bits. It's possible. I mean, there's plenty of trees down here. It just needs to be the right tree, you know? The one that's been designated by the designers as a spawnable tree. I don't think we're going to be massively lucky in this patch. I'm watching the screen almost as intently as when I'm playing PUBG. That's how important this this old man's dressing is. No, it looks like we're going to get none around here. Damn it. Damn it to hell. Okay, well, there's not much we can do about that. So, let's go back to the hut. And we'll at least rest up. And then we'll be able to move quickly between locations. And we'll see if we can find that last piece that we need. There's a couple of places we can check that we've seen it spawning before. Hopefully it does respawn after a time. And maybe even just resting will get the ones near the hut respawning. If that can happen, that would obviously save us quite a bit of time. I mean, the frustrating thing is you can almost imagine like Mackenzie going, "Oh, I swear I had 8. I swear I had 8," and Jeremiah going, "Well, you know, you just died because you weren't paying enough attention." It's a thing. Okay, well, we'll get back over this. We'll get in the hut. We'll rest up, and we'll reevaluate. That's what we'll do. And we'll certainly cook up these rabbits. Cook up the rabbits. Get some more fluids ready. And that'll put us in a good state for the next day. I wonder how many days it's actually been for Mackenzie. I mean, it's been such a long time in actual, like, game hours. He must be thinking that Astrid's dead by now. There's no way you'd be expecting her to be alive. I'm actually just going to check very quickly up this tiny ridge, just in case. Because we'll get a slightly different perspective from up here. Although I'm not holding my my breath. No, I'm not seeing any joy or any luck for us out there. So, back we go.
Holy...
Ah.
I hope my wrist isn't broken.
That's frustrating. Okay, let's get this sorted. And it's always 1 foot and 1 wrist. And we didn't fall. None of that actually happened. It's just the game doesn't like you walking on slopes. Yeah, it starts off as just like something that you go, oh, it's probably just unfortunate luck or something like that. And then the more it happens, the more you realise actually no, it's just the way the game's coded, and they still haven't fixed it. They may not even consider it something that's worth fixing. Wow, this must be, yeah, minus 24 degrees. Body temperature dropping. We're definitely going to get inside before we freeze. Brr, indeed. kind of wish we hadn't given Jeremiah all the old man's beard dressing earlier on to build up the trust. Right. And indoors. Okay, what are we going to do? We're going to harvest these. We'll take the hide. We may as well take the gut. We'll take all the meat. Do the same with the other one. Our condition's going to start dropping because we're tired and hungry.
Gotta eat soon.
We'll get some of this. This will give us calories and a little bit of fluids. That'll give us an opportunity to melt some water and cook these up. I don't mind so much about the fatigue. We'll get the condition back that we're losing from that, but making sure we've got the water ready to go is very important. Okay, right. Drink, and then we'll cook up these ready for the morning. Moldy rabbit. Oh yeah, that's been waiting outside. That's going to be disgusting when it's done. We'll still eat it. We've got no standards. Cooked fresh rabbit. It is not fresh rabbit. Mackenzie has no standards. He'll tell himself that it's fresh rabbit, but we know better. We know much better than that. Okay. I suppose we can... No, let's not bother with that. We will drink a little bit. I'm tempted to eat one of these, like half-kilogram bits before bed. In fact, we'll eat both of them, and then we'll get some proper sleep in. How frustrating. Okay, right, this is where the curing stuff is. So where's the rabbit hides? Rabbit pelts, I should say. In fact, that'll be crafting materials, probably. Fresh guts. Drop, drop. Fresh rabbit pelt. Drop, drop. Okay, let's sleep for 12 hours. Getting all the rest in. That's what we're doing. And yeah, let's start with rehydrating. Then we'll eat 2 rabbits. 2 rabbits for breakfast. That's the kind of man Mackenzie is. And then, you know, just wash it down with another swig of water. Okay. So we're going to have to go back out. How are these doing? Wolf pelts 25%, black bears 84%. That'll be cured in like no time. Okay. Let's see if we can find this final old man's beard. What a disappointment though. What a thorough disappointment. Now we've seen it up at these trees. These trees aren't particularly special though. Or is it these trees? Yeah, you kind of want to identify something that's unique about them so you can keep your eyes peeled for them. But because the unique thing is actually the old man's beard between the branches, it's... yeah, you may as well just keep your eyes open for that in the first place. There'll be another one out there somewhere. If not, we can always move to a different area. But obviously would rather not have to do that. And what have we got? Anything tucked away over here? Doesn't look like it. So moving quickly on between areas is what we're trying to do. We're going to burn quite a few calories doing this. But Astrid has waited long enough for us to come and find her. So the sooner this old man lets us go, the better. What have we got up here? Are we going to be lucky? Doesn't look like it. Maybe on the far side though. Yeah, without specific areas that you can go to harvest it, it's always going to be difficult finding these random, well, random spawns, rare spawns, rare drops, harvestables, however you want to refer to them. Right, so we've been around here before. Don't see anything left hanging from the trees around here. So let's carry on and move up a bit. That wind obviously rather annoying, slowing us down. If we head up towards the railroad and follow that north, I don't think that's necessarily going to be our best bet, but we don't have a better idea at the moment. Yeah, there might be actually some sheltered bits just over the other side. And if it needs sheltered wood to do it, then maybe that could be the solution? No, the wind is just piling on through that, so it doesn't care. Doesn't care one iota. We could go around the edge of the lake as well. That's an option, and in fact there was a grove just a little bit north of the lake as well, up here. So if we go like down around this bit, maybe. That's completely inaccessible up there. How about up here? Can we get up that lip? No, Mackenzie cannot climb even the tiniest of slopes. Oh, he made it up. Okay. I take it back, Mackenzie. You're an epic mountain climber. Congratulations. Now we just need to make sure we don't fall off the mountain and end up like breaking ourselves too much. And when I say too much, I mean at all, of course, because any form of break in this game would be terrible. We've had lots of sprains. We've not had a break yet. I'm assuming you can, like, actually break your leg. So at the moment we're kind of coming around here at the moment, and it's going to come out there. I'm kind of curious as to what that is, so I might have a very quick look around, see if I can find a way into there. Because it looks like it should be some kind of valley or cave system. I don't think that's precisely where we are. Maybe I'm mistaken. If there's a little passageway off to the side that we can get to. Yeah, let's have a look at what's up here. I really hope it's not like a bear cave. Just because this was hidden out of the way, and that makes me curious. In fact, it would be sensible to have this out just in case it is a bear cave. There's quite clearing. Alright, what have we got here then? Some firewood, not much else. This is just somewhere to set up a fire. Okay. Not really worth the trip round, but still good to know it exists. We can put this away now. We don't need to be carrying it. I'm going to try and be a little bit more sensible with our calorie use now. At least for a little bit. We've eaten the rabbits, but we've also eaten through the MRE, and we're kind of... it's getting a little bit low, so let's not burn them unnecessarily. Once we've got that last old man's beard dressing, then we can hotfoot it back. But until that point, we should be a bit conservative with our calorie usage, for want of a better way of putting it. There'll probably be some around the cabins. I hope there's some around the cabins. And there's enough trees over here that there's a chance. Just running over ice. I mean, those impacts, I would not expect it to... Ooh, what's this? This is like down here. Oh, we've got to go and investigate this. This has all of a sudden become interesting. I hope this one doesn't break. We're going to leave this one in place because we obviously don't need extra mountain rope. This is a long way up. I'm glad we're doing this when we're relatively fresh as well. Okay, that tired us out quite a bit. So what is this area? We've not got a cave. Is this just like a way up? Well, I mean, obviously it's a way up, but is this just like an overlook? Is it going to be another named zone? We can see a lot of things from up here. That kind of goes to some sealed mountains. Yeah, that just kind of goes along the back, doesn't it? Although there is a cave down here. Let's have a look. I'm always curious about a cave or two. Do you see what I see? Da 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 da! The last one. You know what? I'm not taking any chances. 1, 2, 3. Old man's beard. And this is just a cave with some wood for stopping off at. No backpacks or anything else interesting here. Okay, so choices. We can go back up that way, which is the way we came from, or we can kind of go around to the left. And I think this is the more interesting route, because this is actually going to kind of take us like back along here to the rail tunnel, which is where we need to be going. We're half fatigued.
Can't do much with that hand
Ah.
until my wrist heals up.
That is so annoying. Right. We'll do the foot. You'll not be able to hold weapons until you treat it or it heals over time. Fine, we're just going to have to wait for it. And we've got painkillers for the feet, so we're not going to be, like, limping around, but the number of painkillers we've gone through in just the last couple of episodes is staggeringly high. Yeah, this brings us to the rail tunnel. Can we just step down here carefully? So onto here, certainly. I'm assuming getting down is going to be much the same. We'll try and go diagonally. Game mechanics. Make the slope serve you. Okay. And now we will run back. Well, it's a turn up for the books and a turn down. Obviously, injury, not cool. But finding the Lycian, we definitely needed that. Didn't finish exploring down in that corner, but I'm not that fussed about that. There'll be other opportunities to go back and give a proper explore. For now, we're just going to have to keep moving, and hopefully, next time we sleep, this will all get healed up. How are we doing on just general food? We've got a good amount of calories in us still. We do, of course, have all that fish still back at base, but I want to make sure that we've got all this handed in before we go and grab it. So let's run on through. As soon as our stamina comes back, we'll leg it again. We could take the emergency stims, but again, I think we would probably pass out and die. I mean, we'd be fine for a couple of moments, but then it would just be like, dunk. Nothing left in the tank. And we're very nearly there anyway. Given we're not massively overburdened. In fact, we're only overburdened because of fatigue. There we are. Final destination in sight. I do love the art style of the game. Everything from the trees to the rocks to the snow to the smoke coming out of buildings that have important quest points available. It's such a lovely touch. Right. That's definitely enough in there. So, return to Jeremiah. I'm not actually going to talk to him this time. I'm going to finish the episode here. But thank you very much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed this. We're going to start off the next episode by talking to Jeremiah and seeing where the plot takes us. If you have enjoyed this, be sure to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, you should do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for some more The Long Dark. See you soon.